Welcome, my friends, to another episode of Love Life. Hope that been making this choices, decisions that love you back, that encourage you to love life. I am Michael, a person in long-term recovery from substance use disorder, co-occurring with mental health. Have the superpowers of attention deficit disorder, gift of post-traumatic stress disorder, and healing on purpose from physical and sexual abuse. So today we'll talk about maintaining a recovery, right? Recovery can be what? Substance use disorder from mental health tendencies that are not helping you, that hinder us from maintaining a quality of life. And so first and foremost, we're going back to the basics here, talking about maintaining a recovery from whatever mind altering substance or mind altering activities, right? That cause my life or my day to be manageable. And I just got those. And so, therefore, first we talked about, do I have a routine in my recovery that helps me stay to do so? Have identified, I call it a recovery routine. I have a morning routine that I do. You ask, you want me to share? Oh, okay, I will. So my morning routine is just basically my readings, my recovery readings from my choice of pathway of recovery, and then my spiritual readings, my choice of spirituality, meditation, and then I get into my day. And so that's something that keeps my purpose in front of me and what type of lifestyle affords me the life that affords me the opportunities that I have today. There's a lot of suggestions that when it comes to maintaining, um, depending where we are, the space and place we're in this journey that we call recovery, or that we identify recovery, or that we claim recovery, or pursue it, whatever, wherever phase you may be. But here, one suggestion is first I have to stop using my altering substances and doing my altering activities that cause me to um, further go into addictive behaviors. And so that is turning to something new, to new lifestyle, new methods, and things of that nature. When doing this, watch out for what I call fake friends. People that recreational use. Be mindful of our surroundings. Avoid people and situations that trigger to use. Now, it's not. So if a person is still actively using, yes, it's going to be a trigger. The person's not making me use, but it's the physical visualization, seeing of the use of drugs, which is going to entice me, right? Engage me, right? Get my attention to might want to use, bring back the sensationalize and make a grandiose thought in my head about how great that feeling was, but we're not thinking about the negative consequences it may cause, and what the positive benefits are of being in recovery. So, so also it asks us to work on emotional intelligence. Because when we're in tune with our emotions, then it can help us with triggers, right? And that can be, some people may use emotional intelligence as self regulation, self control, or self management, whatever word connects with you and encourages you uh, to make choices and decisions that love you back. Um, Also, it says get a recovery partner, someone that doesn't use or is in recovery from their mental health and in recovery for substance use disorder, or someone that just does not have any diagnosis, but they live a wholesome, healthy life. A partner, what they call a recovery partner, which would be what? Accountability. Someone you can trust, someone that supports my journey in recovery. And so this is, part of maintaining and crack, because I can't just do it on my own. I have to get with some people, and that's why they're different. So many different options of support groups when doing this. So you may have an opportunity to select a group or type of method with that group that they use that connects with you mentally, emotionally, and possibly spiritually. Um, be true to your pathway of recovery when you're doing it. If you've chosen a pathway of recovery, be consistent. I consistently participated in my past addiction and my detrimental behaviors, and now I can participate in the betterment of my life and the enrichment of my life, and going to places and going to events that encourage me to maintain recovery, outside of just life thing, right? We know there's some places and people we have to interact with, places we have to go, and some people we have to interact on based on just what I call life obligations, being an adulting. So I get that. So we have to have a plan in place for ourselves, how to manage any possible triggers that we can avoid based on life obligations, life just life. And we have to do the adulting as life calls us out to do, and to do it in recovery and a sober mind. And so also maintaining recovery requires see yourself, see myself, right? As a recovery person, visualize self-image. Because I don't know about you, but I can speak for me. I know when I was not in recovery, there was a lot of negative self-talk, and I didn't have a good self-image of myself. And so now, one of the suggestions is having a great self-image, encouraging yourself, lifting up in yourself. Hey, if you believe it, you can achieve it, and that is just one moment at a time. Also, these are suggestions. Remember, suggestions of maybe you can put in your toolbox or in your what I call recovery app. This is 2025, 21st century, so we have a lot of technology. One of your recovery apps you can choose to use. Plan your day, plan your week, plan your month. So being intentional. Don't allow yourself too much idle time or too much time to sit in your own head. Um, if it's being involved in doing extracurricular activities with your pathway of recovery or your support group of your choice, do it. If it's volunteer work at an organization, schedule yourself consistently. I don't try to do a lot of overtime working. That's something I don't do, because then, the work-life balance, you're workaholic and things of that nature. But then there's times, because we are in recovery, we just got to work a little harder to make up for our financial mismanagement. So, and that can be temporary, and hopefully you didn't have too much debt incurred. But I digress. Um, Keep showing up to your support group of your choice, whatever that pathway of recovery is. Keep showing up, because it's not. Here's the thing: going to support groups and mutual aid help group, they call mutual help groups or things of that nature. I don't go right because I want to. I go because I need it to encourage the quality of life that I desire to have. That's what those support groups do for me. They encourage me to keep doing what is healthy for my life and wholesome for my life. And that's why I keep showing up to it, not because I want to. And also, I'm around people that have a desire to stay in recovery or desire to be in recovery. And so I get um, so many variations or stages of recovery when I go that, which are very humbling and encouraging experience. And so, um, there today, it's just a few suggestions that you could put in your recovery toolbox, or you may use in your recovery app on your phone and on your tablet. Some suggestions, but definitely, um, I find myself wanting to be more intentional and plan to maintain the recovery. So I hope that you have a positive and productive day in recovery and that sobriety is your number one priority. Pick choices and decisions that love you back and hope that you're encouraged to love life. Till next time, my friends.